Mini Wargamer Dave here from MiniWargaming.com. Welcome, Wargamers, to the Shrine of Chaos. This is going to be a live show where we're going to go over some fun, chaotic things, everything related to chaos. That's how it's going to be. So, just so you know, this is going to be a preliminary type of test live broadcast. Obviously, we don't do a whole lot of these, and so if it turns out to be successful, popular, then we shall do more. Because the idea of the live interaction is appealing. I really like it. It's fun for me. I don't know why. It just is. I'm going to click on the chat here because I want to see if people are on. Because they may be. It's loading up right now. Oh, by the way, if you're on the broadcast and you click on the show and you see that an ad pops up and it goes for 30 seconds, that's normal. It should happen. Here on Justin.tv, I say here on Justin, like I'm like a part of Justin.tv. It's not. I'm just using Justin.tv for this broadcast. Yeah, exactly. Just saw the ad. That's what happened. So that's okay. They got to make money somehow, right? So it's absolutely fine. I support that. Hey, they give us a service where we can do these live broadcasts, right? So in the course of this show, we can look forward to these things. We're going to look forward to me showing off this awesome Forge Fiend, Mauler Fiend that is converted and magnetized like every possible way that you can imagine. Chris, our very own vault painter, he made an awesome tutorial on how to do this. It hasn't been posted yet in the vault, but it will be very shortly, and I'm going to show off the fruits of his labor, because I am the recipient of that. And being the recipient of the fruits of the labor of people that make chaos things for you is a very good thing, and it makes you love your life. The other thing that we're going to be doing in this broadcast is, say we as in like there's more of us. Maybe there is more of us. I don't know. It's just me. I'm going to be giving one of these away. So stay tuned for that to happen. That'll be at the end of the show, as well as the magnets that go along with converting this guy. So I'll randomly choose a person that is in the chat, and that person will be the lucky recipient of the Shrine of Chaos this time. They're going to get that. I'll just get whoever it is to email me their info. You have to have an account on the we'll figure that out later. This is one of those things where we're testing it out. If it works, that's awesome. So there's that. Look forward to that. I'm also going to be opening up a package that I got in the mail for Ask the Wargamer. So that'll be fun. I think the package has a model in it. So why don't we take a look at that and love our lives as well. I like to say that. I really do like my life. It's a good thing. So hi. I'm saying hi to you because you put hey Dave, and so this is live, and so yes, I am talking to you. All I know is that, oh, a big dorky dork, yes, hello. You are, I like your name, it's making me smile right now. And no ad popped up? You are lucky. You just wait. It's going to come right now. I have no idea if it's coming right now. So anyway, okay, so the other things that I'm going to do in this show is tell you something that I think is awesome. So that'll be something from the new Chaos Codex right here. Something from here I'm going to choose. I'm going to tell you what I think is awesome and go over why it's awesome. And that'll be fun. The other thing that I'm going to do is take a caller. Shows do that, right? They take callers. So at some point in this broadcast, I'm going to give out a number. And the first to get through and to call me, I will take one chaos question. It could be any chaos-related question you want, that you can think of. And it is all relatively new, so if we have to look up the answer, then we have to look up the answer, right? I might know the answer off the top of my head. It could be an opinion question. It's really up to you. That will be later on in the show, is that chaos question that will happen. So let's see, what else did I have prepared for you guys? You know what, I think that's a lot of good stuff. So prepare, stay tuned for that. All right. So somebody's going to get this Mauler Fiend, Forge Fiend at the end of the show, and I'm going to open up Ask a Wargamer package. I'm going to let you know something that I think is awesome from the rulebook, and I'll take a caller later on. But first things first, we are going to go over the details of this Mauler Fiend, Forge Fiend. and we're going to see how cool it is, because it's really going to make you love stuff. So I'm going to put the camera down here a little bit. Oh, by the way, for those of you who might be thinking, hey Dave, you like Cruz Azul? You follow soccer? The answer is actually no. This shirt was given to me from a very good friend of mine, actually, and he was in Mexico for an extended period of time, and he got the shirt there, and he gave it to me because since I lost weight, the shirt fit me, and I had to get a whole new wardrobe. So that's the reason behind the Cruz Azul shirt. I didn't even know that it was a soccer team. I thought it was the Blue Cross. I thought here I was wearing this shirt that, oh yeah, I like to help people because I'm part of an ambulance company. That's my ignorance. So anyway, okay, so first things first, how do you like this little setup here? You like this? I'm going to move this closer to the camera just to show off the goodness. Okay, first off, Chris, our very own Chris in the vault, he magnetized this guy to the base. Now, he said to me, he said that he went a little overboard with the magnetization, which I don't mind. So if you were to go ahead and do this yourself, magnetizing this guy to the base is not entirely necessary. At least the two back legs. The two front arms, I would say, are, because they come off. So this is the Mahler feed right now. We're going to focus on that. Just move it right there. His head comes off. Okay, that's magnetized. These two front arms come off. Here, let's turn this to the side. That comes off. Plus his shoulder pad. That's a separate piece right there. Now I'm going to put this down here because it's a little bit easier for me to maneuver this. As you can see, he has collapsed because he has brittle bones. He's got carpal tunnel. He's an old Mahler fiend. He's been around for a very long time. That's probably bad. I shouldn't have said that. No, it's okay. I know people with carpal tunnel. It's all good. It's not a disease. It's an ailment. Therefore, we can laugh at them. I'm just kidding. That's not good. Alright, so watch this, alright? Take a look at this. The first thing that the Mahler fiend comes with is magma cutters. And what do those do, Dave? Well, magma cutters, they allow you, first off, you have to be in base contact with whatever you're attacking, and it's a strength 8 AP1, and it gives you armor bane, which is 2d6 armor penetration. So when you're fighting against a vehicle, it's a good thing to utilize the magma cutters. Wow, this is crazy. This is like moving all over the place. Now, it's because this is new. I haven't really played with it a whole lot. That's why it's moving around, and so I'm not a pro at fielding my own guy yet here. Now, the other thing that magma cutters do is something else special, which we're going to go over right now because I don't want to get this wrong, because that would just be embarrassing for people. I'm going to refer to the rule book here to make sure that it's right. So let's look it up, and I'm going to tell you. Alright, so if a Mahler fiend hits with at least one attack in a fight subphase, it may make an additional attack with one of its magma cutters against one of the models it hit. If it hit with all of its attacks, it instead makes 2 additional attacks with its magma cutters against one of the models it hit. These attacks hit automatically and are resolved at initiative 1 with the following profile: Strength 8 AP1 armor bane. So that's what that does, and that sounds like it's pretty sweet, because you're pretty much going to penetrate the armor of whatever you're attacking if you're in close combat with it and you're hitting it with the magma cutters. This is like in addition to your regular attacks, right? Like, you attack it with your regular attacks, and if you get attacks, you get additional attacks. Kind of reminds me of the Blood Talons on the Furiosa Dreadnought. Oh yes, it works very, very well. Yeah. This is where we randomly read the chat, and I respond to something. They look bigger on the box than they do in person. Yeah, over here. Yeah, let's go over here. I agree. The picture looks bigger. Maybe it's because it's the distance from the camera. Here, look at this. Now, that looks bigger than in the box. That's how that works. Yep. Yeah, he might be a pain to move. You know what I may just do? Because as Chris stated before, he went a little overboard with the magnetization, which I don't mind. I may just glue these 2 hind legs, because these two hind legs don't have to actually move. So it'll make it a little easier to move on the battlefield. Alright, so let's take a look at the options. We're going to take out the magma cutters right there. We're going to put on these lasher tendrils. That's where stuff breaks. Don't fall. Thank you. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. These lasher tendrils, okay, these are scary because when a model is in base contact with him, per lasher tendril set here, it takes that many attacks away, whether it's friend or foe. So here we go. Here's Karn. He's a friendly model. Because I have 2 sets of lasher tendrils, I take away 2 of Karn's attacks. That's how that works. So probably best if these guys, if you're equipped with lasher tendrils, don't attack the same unit as something else, because if you're at base, it's just, yeah, it's not effective use of the chaos at hand. That's just my suggestion. That's what I would say. Would I bring these? It all depends. You know, if you're attacking units of guys, if you plan on that, like let's say you're attacking orcs, I'd probably bring the lasher tendrils. If you're fighting orcs. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to prop this thing up because we don't want it to fall on us anymore. We have to use something heavy behind here. Okay, Demon Prince of Nurgle, we're going to put you behind this Forge Fiend Mauler Fiend box so as to prop you up so you don't fall anymore. That's not working. Okay, what the... Okay, come on. Oh, there you go. Alright. Yeah, it'll fall. Just if I breathe on it. Nope, didn't fall. All good. Okay. Alright. Now, let's go on. Let's take these off. Okay, we're going to take those off. We're going to go on to the Forge Fiend. Oh yeah, by the way, actually, you know what? Before I go on to that, I'm going to go over the stats and tell you what things mean, because it's just cool. Take Karn out of there. You can't take all of the attention. By the way, before we continue, Deafy says hi, everybody. Let's put him here. Doesn't want to feel left out. Okay, alright. Lasher Tendrils versus Gene Stealers. I'm just looking at the comments right now. That would be interesting. Yes, I'm going to have to try that one time. Yep. Yep. Viva la Deafy? Absolutely. I said that funny. Viva la Deafy. There you go. Let's pronounce our words. You like that made up word? Yeah, it's not bad. I know. Okay. Let's take a look at the stats. Okay, his stats are fun. They're going to make you smile. I'm going to put the book down here for a second. Okay, Deafy, he's going to come over here. He's going to take up some camera space because we don't want it to be filled with nothingness. And the Mauler Fiend has weapon skill 3, so it's going to be hitting things okay. Ballista skill 3, that doesn't really matter too much because it's close combat. Strength 6, that's pretty good. Front and side armor 12, rear armor 10. He is a walker, so you don't have to worry about that unless you're immobilized. Initiative 3, 2 attacks, hull points 3. Okay, he's 125 points, and he's a heavy support choice. So he's got 2 power fists. That's what he's got. So I think you're attacking at strength 10, buddy. That's what it sounds like to me. Dave, it's Sheeb. Take your shirt off. Why would you want to go and give yourself a heart attack like that because you don't want to see this hotness? Like, that's how that works, brother. Yeah, no, I'm just totally kidding. That's not, yeah, nope. Alright, so, going back to the other stuff. Demonic Possession. This has changed a little bit. Demonic Possession. Let's say you get a hull point off. No, hold on. Let me reverse time here. Let me warp time that doesn't exist anymore. If you get a crew shaken or crew stun, you ignore it on a roll of a 2+. And if you roll a 1, you randomly select an occupant that is in your vehicle, if you happen to be a transport vehicle, and that guy takes a wound with no saves allowed. I think that sounds familiar, but you got to roll for it now. It's not just automatic. So that's what Demonic Possession does. It's pretty good. because that negates some of the abilities that people have when they fight against you. The other thing that it has is it's a demon. So this guy has a 5-up invulnerable save. And he also causes fear in close combat. Because causing fear is a darn good thing. Don't fall over. No, stay right there. Don't move. Yes, I didn't mean to knock you. I'm sorry. Deafy, you're okay. No earthquakes here. It's all good. So, demon. This guy's a demon. Like, that's awesome. When I read that, when I first realized what demon was, because a lot of the stuff in the new Chaos Codex is demon, man. Okay, so we're going to read a comment here. My first encounter with a Mauler Fiend, I headbutted it with a Satan shard and it blew up. LOL. Well now, so, okay, Sheep, look what you started now with the shirt. Okay, forget it. Okay, this is not going to happen. I don't even know why you would even joke about that. This is not even a funny joke. It's the replacement for your Soul Grinder. Is that what you guys think? You think this replaces the Soul Grinder? I don't know. I don't know if I agree. But then again, Soul Grinders and demons, and this is Chaos Space Marine. It's totally different, man. Totally different side of the tracks. Like that's like the east side of the tracks. Like this is the west side. We're talking about stuff that's good here. I'm not knocking demon players. I like the fact that they're allies, and I want to eventually field Scarbrand and Fate Weaver and do a bunch of fun stuff. But this is what we're gonna continue to do. All right. How many cultists does your fiend eat a day? Well, don't tell anybody this, but he eats about 6, and he's working his way up to 8. Okay, because 8 is a special number. Let's go on to his abilities here. Demon Forge. So, once per game, this guy is able to re-roll his failed 2 wound hits, and also his failed armor penetration rolls. He does that for a phase, whether it's an assault phase or a shooting phase. In his case, it would probably be an assault phase, because he's close combat oriented. That's what Demon Forge does. And if you roll a 1, hold on, let me remember this. I'm doing this from memory without having to look it up in the rulebook, okay? Because I know that you take a wound if you roll a die and you get a 1, and or you take a hull point and you're not able to save it. But that's interesting because he's got It Will Not Die. He also has that, which allows him to regain a hull point on a roll of a 5-up. And so that's probably what would happen. So if I rolled a 1 on the Demon Forge thing, and I got a hull point removed, at the end of the turn I could roll a die, and on a 5-up I would regain that hull point. So that would be my guess, because it doesn't say anywhere that it's not that, but yeah. And they're like cheese puffs, exactly. That's my thought, exactly. So he also has Fleet, so he can re-roll his 1 or more dice on his charge distance, and so that's kind of useful. And move through cover. Oh, that's pretty good too. He can not be affected by. Hold on, what does move through cover do? You know what? I don't have a whole lot of things that move through cover, so I'm not sure offhand what it does. And I'm going to look that up right now because it's important. So why don't we put the camera back up here? Okay. Put that right there. This is the Shrine of Chaos right here. Okay, that's how that works. I'm going to look up in the rule book, which happens to be in my lunch bag. Don't you guys love that? Lunch bag. I have the 40K rulebook. I'm going to look up move through. Okay, who can answer that right now? Move through cover ignores difficult terrain. Is that correct? Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to ask you guys. I'm not going to look up in a book. Move through cover ignores difficult terrain. Prepare for scrutiny. Yes, yes. You guys are saying yes to that. Is that the correct answer? If one more person says yes and you already have said yes, then there you go. That's the answer. Okay, so let us say that that's the answer. Even though 4 people now. No, 5. 6. Sounds legit, yepers. Okay, so that's like 10 people. We could all be wrong. No, I'm just kidding. It's right. Yeah, it sounds familiar, so it's right. So, okay, move through cover, and what's the last thing that he has? He's got Siege Crawler, which means he moves 12 inches in the movement phase, and he doesn't have to roll 3 dice and take the 2 lowest for his assault distance range, because he is just cool like that, and that's how that works. Man, I'm getting excited about this. Luckily, there's no one else here who can hear the sound of the voice that's yelling, because that would just be scary. You know what would be really scary? If there was like a little girl voice in the background late at night, because that's just terrifying. Like that's not good. So in preparation for that, I'm gonna grab the awesome sword, the broadsword, and I'm just gonna keep it right here, and I'm gonna tap it against my chest, because that's what guys do when they want to ward off demons. Unless you're a demon yourself, which would be like in my case. So I'm actually not afraid of little girls who terrify people. I'm just going to put this right here. And that's the end of that story. And we're going to go on to this this guy. Okay. Let us not get distracted. My mind is a little chaotic, and there's no excuse for that. That's just the way it is. Period. So, oh yes, yes, fall on my book. I'm now yelling at a sword. That's going to go down there. And, oh, whoop, that's actually Justin's sword. Sorry, Justin, I didn't mean to break your sword. That would probably take a little bit more to break your sword, but like, it's made out of plastic, so there you go. Okay, so, Forge Fiend. Who wants to learn about the Forge Fiend? Who wants to see the magnetization awesomeness of this Forge Fiend? Please leave a comment, and, okay, Sheeb Nuts? Is that you, Dan? Are you Sheeb Nuts? Did you just, like, make up this username just to be funny? That is you. Are you watching this with Mindy? Is that what's happening right now? Me? Yes? No? You're not answering. Okay. Sheeb was taken? Sheeb was taken! Why was Sheeb taken? Sheeb is an acronym. How can that name be taken? This doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Now I'm talking to Dan. I'm leaving everyone out because I'm just like a snob like that. So, alright. So, camera back down here. Alright. And take a look at this, alright? These arms come off because he's going to fall on his chin. That's the sound of him falling on his chin. It'll pop like that. Let's all make pops. If we make pops loud enough, then our neighbors, they're going to hear it. And they're going to think that crazy stuff is happening. Right? Yeah, probably not. Okay, so. Does that go there? Making this up as I go along. Gee. There we go. That's what these were meant for. These two other legs are for the Forge Fiend, because they have shooting abilities that make people love stuff, i.e. me and Chaos. Okay, I'm going to start out this with his ectoplasma cannons. What's an ectoplasma cannon, Dave? Well, an ectoplasma cannon is, I'm going to look it up here in the rulebook, it's still new to me, so that's my excuse for being dumb. It's a 24-inch, strength 8, AP2, heavy 1, blast, gets hot weapon. So that's the answer to that. He could be armed with 2 of these. Yes. And he can also buy an additional ectoplasma cannon if he takes off his head and he puts on another one. There you go. There's the pop noise that you're looking for. What's the right way here? Yeah, that's the right way because the armor is facing that way. So you can have 3 of these. Now this reminds me of that certain Leman Russ tank that just sits back at the edge of the table and shoots stuff because it's massive cheese. Yeah, I said it. That's right, you Imperial Guard players. I'm calling that out. I'm saying that's cheese. Yeah, there you go. Execution of Leman Russ, yeah. Tutorial? Who's asking for a tutorial? On this guy? That's not even posted yet. And it's going to be posted in the vault, so... Hey, Scarecrow. Hey, buddy. How's it going, man? Okay, for all you guys, I just have to say this, okay? Scarecrow, you were at Valhalla, and that was like one of the funnest times I have ever had. One of the best vacations ever. I'm going to put the camera up here because you have to see the love in my eyes when I'm talking about you, because you're a special person. So I'm going to put this back over here, and there you go. Alright, Shrine of Chaos. Now on. Oh, come on, would you go down? Alright, sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you, webcam. You're good too. Alright, so here we go. Shrine of Chaos. It was so much fun doing crap with you. Like, you videotaped the battle report that I had with Sean. Yeah, that's right. For all of you who wondered who was filming Sean's portion of the battle report, his half, Scarecrow. Yeah. Why do I call him Scarecrow? It's because he looks like Scarecrow from Batman. Not like the mask, but the actual actor. Yeah, that's why, because I have this habit of giving people nicknames, and it just works out that way. I've been doing it a long time, and when you've been doing something a long time that you have a habit of doing, it's probably a good idea to continue doing it because it makes you who you are. And if we were to just eliminate it completely, obliterate it from our lives, we would have an empty shell of nothingness. Yeah, I know. I can't keep a straight face. I like making stuff up. But no, Scarecrow, you're awesome, and I'm just gonna feel good knowing that you are part of this broadcast as well. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Dan Commercial. When you come in, you know, that's funny how the guy that says Dan Commercial, he's called Dark Knight, and we're talking about Scarecrow. Like, that's just funny. That's a funny stuff. Yeah. Why you no answer my question? Okay, what's your question? Type your question right now and I'll answer it. You gotta type it in the next 5 seconds. If you don't type it, then I'm gonna lose interest because, okay, does WW2 nose art on a imp guard take count as a adult image? What? Let's say that it does, just because I have no clue what you're talking about. But yeah, so that's it. Dave, when will we see a bat rep with a Terminator sorcerer in army? This is when we're going to see this. Here, let me show you. Okay, I got a Terminator sorcerer right here. This is what he looks like. Okay, this was sent in by a very good friend of mine. He's such a good friend that I don't remember his name. How do you like that? Isn't that just ridiculousness? How can I? I'm sorry, buddy. I don't remember your name. But that's a good thing, because this was sent through the warp, and that's why I don't remember your name, because it was just lost. But this guy was spit out, and that's awesome. He actually helped me to remember a lot of the rules in the rulebook, because I made the psychic test. I rolled the perils, but it happened. Yeah. What am I talking about? Watch the life of a wargamer where that happened. That's all I got to say about that. Now, okay, I'm just going to swap out the weapons here in midair. Okay, so... Okay, no, not working. I'm going to put his Hades autocannons on instead of the weapons that he has on right now. Okay, there you go. One arm with a Hades, one arm with an ectoplasma cannon. Is that even possible? Can that even happen? I don't even think that can happen. I think that's an illegal move that needs to be called out. May replace both magma cutters. We're looking at the wrong guy here. Okay, Forge Fiend. May replace both Hades autocannons with ectoplasma cannons. Okay, so you got to replace both. So that's what we're going to do. And why would we want to do that? That's actually the base. He starts with the Hades autocannons. He doesn't have ectoplasma cannons to start with. Hades autocannons, they are... here we go. 36-inch range. That might be a reason why you would do it, because you would get that over the 24-inch range. Strength 8, same strength. AP4. Now I just get his AP2. Heavy 4 pinning. Okay, so it doesn't get hot. It's not a blast. And you have more range. Strength 8, still not bad, you know. It all depends, really. I would probably always go with the ectoplasma cannons, though, because I just like stuff that blows up. And blast templates, as random and uncertain as they are, I can't deny the coolness factor of a blast template. Isn't that right, Mr. Deafy? Yes. It absolutely is. So that's just what I say. That's my that's much worse. What is much worse? Tell me. Okay. Scarecrow. Well, what do you think is much worse? Are you even talking about this, or are you talking about something in the chat? Because I'm not looking at all the chat, because I just see random things that come up. Definitely. What? Yeah. You guys are talking about something completely different. And nope, sorry, not paying attention to you. Oh, okay, so yeah, oh, fine. Like I guess I'm not that important in the universe. I'm just kidding. This is whatever. I love you, buddy. You're a good person. Scarecrow. You got to remember, you got to call him Scarecrow, okay? Because I apologize, yet I don't, because that's just I love it. By the way, if for those of you who don't know, Scarecrow, or yeah, I'll just call you that. I don't know if you want me to say your real name. Has contributed a lot to the Dark Potential lore. Okay, he's written a lot, and that's his contribution to the world of wargaming. So I thank you for that right now. I think that this is enough of showing off this model here. It's an awesome model. I like it. You are going to fall over once again because you're just so scared of the people who might get you. By the way, for those of you who are just coming into the live show right now, at the end of the show, I'm going to be giving this away to somebody. This, as well as these magnets, so you can magnetize your Forge Fiend, Mauler Fiend, just like I have right here. Chris actually magnetized this. There's a vault tutorial that's going to come out showcasing that. Hasn't been posted yet. It'll be posted next week for those vault members that are watching this. Alright, what's the next thing we're going to do? This is what we're going to do. We're going to open up a package and ask the Wargamer package, because there's quite a few of these that have made their way here, and I'm getting a whole stack of them. I'd show you, but it's ridiculous. It's like this whole corner of the room, and it's going to take me about 8 seconds to tell you that it'll take 8 months to go through everything. So, alright, so here's a package right here, okay? This, ladies and gentlemen, is from James Newton. So, thank you very much, James. Now, originally I was going to do this in an Ask the Wargamer, but this seemed like a special case because I think there's something special in here. Now, there's something special in all the packages that I get, but something like a little bird from the warp told me that I should do this in the show. So that's just why I'm doing it, okay? I'm not doing it because I'm playing favorites here. I'm just going to open up this, and I'm going to read what you sent me. Now, if you're on this right now, if you are on this live show right now, and you happen to be logged on to the chat, and you don't wish for me to read this here, speak now, or forever hold your Lyman's ear. So, okay, don't read it. We can't speak. We're on mute. Read it. Okay, so you don't want me to read it. Read it? How do you know who it is? Because just tell me your name. No? Okay, so, but, what do you need to do? Read it, read it. Yes, don't. What? Okay, make up your mind. Do you guys want me to read this, or you don't want me to read it? I see an overwhelming kind of yes for reading it, but, okay, alright, sure. Alright, I'm just going to read it. Because that's, you know what? I was going to read it and ask the Wargamer. So, I'm reading it here, and that's just how it's going to work, okay? Watch this, alright? I'm going to put it here so you guys know that I'm reading it. So, Dear Dave, I think you're doing an awesome job at miniwargamer.com. I especially like your Ask a Wargamer series and Slaughter's Rejects. I am sending you chocolate along with the Chaos Lord I ran into recently. Oh, okay, that's why this guy is awesome. I know you love Slaughter, but this little guy looks way, way cooler, wouldn't you say? Well, wouldn't you say? That's going to have to be a statement where I have to look at the model first before I agree or disagree to this. Now, this is where we need some sort of knife to open up this package, because I don't have a knife on hand, so I'm just going to have to improvise here. So, I'm going to look in the top drawer of this desk, and I'm going to use a key, because keys open things. Haha, I just made that up. Okay, so here we go. Here's the package cutting through. I got to use a key that has serrated teeth. Yes, that's a joke, because they all have serrated teeth. Alright, here we go. Open up this. Okay, I got to be gentle. I got to remember to be gentle with this. Last time I opened up a package, it was from Girl Painting, and I broke a model. So it was Dante that had his torso ripped off because I wasn't gentle enough. So I'm being gentle. Okay, so I've got to take this out very slowly. Alright. We're going to smell inside here, okay? Smells like love. That's right. I don't know, I'm just making crap up. Alright, so here we go. Throw that to the side. This is the Chaos Lord. You know what, I'm going to open it up here so you guys can see. Alright, that's going like that, and here like this. Oh, okay, 3-tier. This is the 3-tier of the onion. Whoa. Oh! Oh! Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That is cool, ladies and gentlemen. Like, that is just awesome. Okay, thumbs up. And suddenly, awesome model. Yep, those are my words exactly. Dave, are you in a sharing mood with a chocolate? Okay, cool. This is sweet. Man, oh man, whoever is gonna fight against Chaos is gonna be fighting against this Lord the next time something happens in a 40K game around here in this place. And it's not gonna be versus a scary girl making like creepy noises in the middle of the night here, because like I said before, that would be scary if I weren't a demon. Because that... Alright, so let's continue reading here. Alright, so... I know you love Slaughter, but this little guy looks way, way cooler, wouldn't you say? He looks really awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Did he look cooler than Slaughter? Well, it's kind of hard to say, because Slaughter has personality, so... that makes up for the fact that he's really poorly painted, so... Okay, you guys tell me. I'm going to make a little comparison, okay? Improvisation, right now. Now I got to use the original Slaughter here. I'm not going to use the Slaughter that Girl Painting sent me, because that's not fair, because that's an awesomely painted miniature. So, okay, so I'm going to get this right here. Okay. Slaughter and the Chaos Lord. Terminator Lord, no less. Which one? Sorry guys, I know it's a little blurry, so I'm going to try to... Yeah, I can't avoid the blurriness. Oh, there you go. A little bit better. Which one's better? Slaughter has a personality, though. Chaos. Yeah, Chaos doesn't answer the question. Lord? Chaos Lord +1? New Lord. Chaos Lord. Lord. Oh, I see. Okay, so it looks like it's out with the old Slaughter. I think that's just what's going to happen now. You know what? Maybe I should do an episode of The Rejects where Slaughter is promoted to a Terminator Lord. I think that would be cool. I should just like pop off his head and like put it on this guy. So. Okay, this is like amazing. Like, thank you for this. Thank you very much, James. That's awesome. I really appreciate that, because that just makes our lives awesome. All right, so you know what? I'm just gonna do this not sitting in the chair, because when you sit in the chair, you like slouch, and it's not good. You have to have good posture. That's how it works. So I'm going to continue reading this. I wish I could give you his name, but he got a head injury that he is recovering from. ATM, he doesn't remember. ATM, that's probably a spelling mistake. You probably meant to say and? I don't know. He doesn't remember how he got hurt, and he does not remember his name. He insists he is related to Sergeant Slaughter. It's Captain Slaughter, not Sergeant Slaughter. That is a wrestler from the 1980s. That much he does remember. Perhaps if you introduce him, some of his memories might return. He has a bit of a temper, though, so you might want to warn Slaughter not to provoke him. If the two of them can work out their differences, I'm sure he will make a great addition to Slaughter's Rejects. Be careful, though, he might steal the show. LOL. Sincerely, James. Now, you did include a PS right here, and this is the PS, okay? I know right now you're building your Blood Angels army for 40K. I'm just curious. No, okay, no, context. You sent this like months ago. Like a half a year ago, like something long ago, and this has been sitting on the shelf for a long time. So, just so you know, and that's not typical, by the way, or is it typical? It might be typical. I apologize. So this is way before the new Chaos update came out. So this is why this PS is relevant. So, ready for 40K. I'm just curious if you would be open to doing one Warhammer Fantasy army like Matt did with his Tomb Kings. Yeah, see that's the relevancy, because I started Warriors of Chaos since then. Assuming you would do that at some point, I'm also curious what army you think you would play. And that's the answer to the question, is the Warriors of Chaos. And one last thing, we got to see what we got in this package, and that would be 2 Eatmores. Wow! Yes. Oh yes. Okay, so once again, man, like people just love people. This is awesome. This is the funniest shaped Eatmore ever. And like, you know what? Eatmores hurt. If you were to go up to somebody and just like that would hurt. Try that next time. And it's got to be somewhere annoying, like the back of somebody's neck, because that right there just hurt. Like probably like 2%, because I got Feel No Pain. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna flatten these out. My dad, his favorite chocolate bar is Eatmore, so this gave me nostalgia feelings when I saw these. So you really know how to make the chaos flow from the Blood River, my dear, I was going to say boy, but for all intents and purposes, you could be older than me. I don't know. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're younger. Maybe you're 8 years old and you sent all this awesome stuff because you're a genius and you knew what I would love. And I think that would just be really awesome. But, yeah. The only thing about these is that I used to think they were like logs of crap just because of the way they look, but they taste delicious. And so that makes up for the fact it's kind of like the Slaughter thing, you know? Like, he might look like crap, but he tastes so good that it makes up for the fact that he looks like crap. So, yeah. It's funny how things come full circle. That's what's happening. This is fun. I love this. All right, so okay, those of you who are in the chat right now, who are watching this live, tell me if I should do more of these Shrine of Chaos live shows. Okay, because I'm having a lot of fun doing this. This is fun. Okay, would you guys watch these? Would you guys like to participate in these? Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing like a lot of stuff happening right now in the chat. In fact, it's like moving so fast right now that I can't even. Somebody said we. Yeah. That's and then yes, and then wow. Okay. That's actually a smart way of getting your comment seen. If you oh, I like the arrows pointing into yes. That's also good too. Bacon. Why would you say bacon? You just want me to like react to stuff. That's what you want, okay? Next part of the show, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you something I think is awesome. Alright? This is this next little segment. Something from the Chaos Rulebook. Something that is awesome. And it's going to involve this guy right here. Okay, who can guess it? Who can guess what I think is awesome about something related to him? Not necessarily him himself, but something related to this guy right here. Yep, incoming awesome, you're right. Wings, not exactly. Well, they are good on Demon Princes, but come on. Come on, somebody. Get close. Come on, you gotta guess it. Oh, time's running out. What's awesome that I love about this guy? I'll give you a hint. That he's Khorne, yes, that is good, that he's Khorne. Okay, this is the hint, alright? It was in the errata. Who knows? Who knows it? No, that's actually correct. He's not Eternal Warrior anymore, which sucks. Axe of Fury. Okay, that's the closest thing. He can use the Blind Axe. Okay, combine those two and call it the Axe of Blind Fury. I can't believe I messed that up. That's just ridiculous. It's so embarrassing. Isn't that embarrassing, Deathy? I just messed up the awesome line of chaos. The awesome thing that I love about this guy. I messed it up. He's never going to forgive me. And I'm going to get Demon Princes visiting me in my sleep once again. But yes, page 69. I remember the page. This guy is in. That the Axe of Blind Fury is in. Okay, so it's specified in the errata that Demons of Khorne, and they're called Demons of Khorne, they're not called Demon Princes with the Mark of Khorne anymore. It's a little different. Okay, so this is why this is awesome. So first off, I have to share a little bit about this guy. Okay, his stat line. Let's go over his stat line. I'm gonna just look it up right here because I don't want to get anything wrong because it's new and it's slightly different. So first off, he's 145 points, whereas he used to be 110 points. He's 145. Okay, so he's a little more expensive. I would always take Power Armor, which is 20 points, and I would always take his Wings, which is 40 points. So right off the bat, he's 205 points. This guy right here. Unupgraded with anything else, he's 205. Okay, you have to take him like that. If you don't take Wings, then you can't do. You're not a flying monstrous creature, which he is now, by the way. He's not a monstrous creature with. He's not a jump monstrous creature. He is a flying monstrous friggin' creature, and he's able to lay down the pain with his vector strikes and with his try to hit me with your snapshots. That's how that's working here. So 205. That's how you got to field him. Just that's bare bones, man. Like if you don't put on that Power Armor, he only has a 5-up invulnerable save because he's a demon, which is better than nothing but 5-up as opposed to an additional 3-up. I mean, you just got to go with the 3-up, okay? Anyway, let's get back on track here. All right, so Axe of Blind Fury, only Demons of Khorne. Okay, so models with Mark of Khorne only. Yes. So his weapon skill is 9. Okay, so you're going to find that when people try to hit you, more often than, well, not more often than not, but you're going to see a lot of 5s trying to hit you. Okay, typically it's 4s, and that's what you're used to, but 5s to hit this guy, because weapon skill 9, so that's good. Blitz skill 5 doesn't matter a whole lot unless you arm him with something shooty. Strength 6, toughness 5, 4 wounds, initiative 8. Now, that used to be lower. What number was it before? It was either 5 or 6. I don't remember offhand. What was it? Was it 6? You're just saying that. You don't even know. Okay, a few other people said that. That's the only reason why I believe you, Dan, is because like 5 other people said 6. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so initiative 5 attacks. Ha! Okay, so he's got 5 attacks. Like, that's cool. Leadership 9. And the reason why it's leadership 9 is because he's got the Veterans of the Long War special rule, which gives him +1 to his leadership, which is already included in the profile. So it's 9, and it gives him Hatred Space Marines. So now let's talk about the Axe of Blind Fury. Considering the stats that I just read, and the only stats that matter are his weapon skill and his ballistic skill. That's right, because when you use the Axe of Blind Fury, you -1 to your weapon skill. So it goes down to 8. Oh, okay, yeah, we can't field him now because he's just so weakened by that. Yeah, no, you are just awesome with the Axe of Blind. It doesn't even blind you. No. It's like when you turn on the light bulb when it's been dark, and you open your eyes, and you look at the light bulb, and then you close your eyes, and you can see an imprint in the inside of your eyelid, which is black, of the eyeball light bulb. Okay, I don't even know where I'm going with this. Anyway, back on track here. This is where we're going to go with this. You don't have any shooting abilities anyway. You could give him shooting. No, he's got the Axe of Blind Fury. Like, you're going to want to close combat him. So it's a demon weapon. So you add a d6 to your already 5 attacks. Like, that's just brutal. That's crazy. That's a lot of attacks coming your way. And let's not forget the fact that he's got rage too. The Axe of Blind Fury gives you rage. So when you assault, it gives you +2 attacks. Unless you're doing a disordered assault, which is like a multi-assault essentially. But more often than not, especially if you have wings and you're moving up quick, you're going to be assaulting first. And you're going to get 5 attacks, and then you're going to get +d6, and then you're going to get +2 because of like a sick amount of attacks. Now let's talk about the actual stats of the weapon itself. Strength +2, AP2. AP2? Yeah. How many points, this guy? Well, he is 205 with wings and power armor, which is a 3-up save. And then the Axe of Blind Fury is 35 points. Now that's without looking at the codex. Can you Chaos Space Marines players validate what I just said? Because I don't want to have to look it up. You know, there's no more looking up stuff. We got to know this stuff now. No one? Yep. Okay. If somebody says yes, they could be saying yes to like... okay, now I got to respond to this because this is incorrect information. Dave, how come you cheated in your game against BTP Sean? I didn't cheat. Something fell over when I said that. It's almost as if like everything around here was like shocked that I would lie about the lie. But no, it wasn't a cheat. Because here's what you got to understand about a banter bat rep. With a banter bat rep, the #1 goal of a banter bat rep is to entertain. Whether I do or not is a different story. That's up to you guys if you like the battle reports. But that's the #1 goal. So I'm not thinking about the game as clearly as I would be if I was playing seriously and competitively. Because when you strip down all the chaos, there is a 2% tactical mind that's in here somewhere. So that's why I make more mistakes than I should. Because I make a lot of mistakes in my games, and it's like, come on, how can you make that? That's child's play. That's a basic rule, and you got it wrong. So that's why that happens, because it's like if things are happening quick, and I'm focusing on bantering with the guy, and I'm focusing on getting the game along and not taking too long, because banter can go on for a long time. Right, Craig and Minion Sons? Or Joe, if you're watching this too? Yes. Joe, what's our record? Weren't we here until like 2 a.m. once? Was it that late? I don't know. It was a long time though. No, that was Craig and Minion Sons. I was here until late. with those guys. It's like 2 or 2:30 in the morning, and we started at 4 in the afternoon. So that's the power of the banter that happens that goes on for too long. So that's why. So if it looks like I cheated, it's probably because I did do something wrong. But just know that I would never intentionally cheat. I hope you believe me when I say that, because my goal is to have fun with the game and to just entertain. So if you don't believe me, then a demon will visit you in your sleep and will do things to your dreams. They're gonna, like Freddy Krueger style, like, take a look at that hand right there, okay? That's much more powerful than the stupid glove that Freddy Krueger wears, like, because that's just not believable. So yeah, so this is something I find awesome, okay? This is something I think is awesome, is the Axe of Blind Fury on a Demon Prince. So that would be in total 240 points. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, enough said, because that's just good. Alright, so, Dave, will you go back to Valhalla? Yes, absolutely. I am going to go back to Valhalla. And I will probably say this intermittently throughout the time that I go back to Valhalla, which will be next fall. So if you plan on going to Valhalla, and you would like to see me, and you would like to play a game against me, and you would like to be in an episode of Life of Wargamer, and you would like to just have fun and love your life and run up the mountainside with a sword in your hand, then go to the fall Valhalla that I plan on going to. I don't know exactly when their fall Valhalla is, because I haven't looked at it, and even if I were to look, I don't even know if they have it yet. They may have it already, and I just don't know when it is, but it's going to be in the fall next time. Probably October-ish is the next time that I'll be going, because I'm having withdrawal symptoms. Like, that was a good experience, because for those of us who don't watch Blue Table Painting videos, we need to start watching them, because know this, Sean from Blue Table Painting is the Papa Nurgle of wargaming. That's what I say about you, Sean, and I say it because I love you. It's also because you've been in this business for 9 years, which is like the longest out of everybody. That's why I call you Papa Nurgle, because it has nothing to do with looks. Like, you're a pretty good-looking guy. It's not because you have pustules, and I'm just digging myself a chaotic grave here. I don't. Okay, so this is the next part of the show. I'm going to take a call. All right, so I've never done this before. So the first call that comes in, and I have a request, okay? I'm not going to give you the number yet, because I don't want you to call yet. I'm going to type a number in the chat, all right? It's going to be a 1-800 number, so you don't have to worry about toll. If you're in the UK, you can call. It's fine. I will take the first call that I get, and you will ask me a chaotic question. And it can be related to this stuff. When I say this stuff, I mean the new Codex, the new Chaos. Not Warriors of Chaos yet, because I'm not familiar enough with it yet to answer it intelligently. A more appropriate word for that would be chaotically, because that's a lot more relevant. But anything having to do with the new Chaos Basement Codex, what are my thoughts on it, any models? If I don't know the answer, I can look it up, and I can give you my opinion on it. You can ask me my opinion on something. Whatever you ask me, it has to be related to chaos in some sort. And if I yell at you on the phone, it's because I love chaos. That's the reason why. And the other request I have is that once I receive this call, if you could not call. If you tried to call and you see that I'm on a call with the caller that I have responded to and answered, then don't try to call, because I have call waiting and I won't be able to hear the caller, and that's just that won't be good, because then he'll be speaking in like, hey, it's going to be like that, and I won't be able to understand, you won't be able to understand, and I don't have a Voxcaster to translate, and so just out of courtesy, if you could let the person speak and don't try to call in once the first caller has come in, okay? I beat that point so badly. I like to beat points down just until they have been bashed in, just like Ryan Gosling did in the movie Drive with that guy in the elevator, because I watched that the other night, and that was, I'm not going to lie, I kind of liked it. But, okay, so, yes, here's the number. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Okay, so here we go. And I am waiting. I am waiting. We're waiting for a caller. You know, typically in a professional show, it'd be like, oh, we got a caller on the line, and then they just answer right away. And I think that's because people call in and they have like a call center. Okay, so this is probably for me. Okay, so I'm just going to answer it. Mini War Gamer Dave here.
Hey Dave, what's your Heldrake and Forge Fiend?
Okay, so you're going to hold a question, because now that people see that you're on the live chat, I'm going to request that no one else calls, because I don't want you to be interrupted. Because what you're about to ask me is important, and so I need everyone to hear what you're about to ask me.
Okay.
Okay, so, alright, we're all good? We're all good? No one else calling? Okay, I think we're good right now. Okay, so, what's your name?
Steven?
Steven?
Yeah.
Hi, Steven. How are you doing this chaotic day?
Excuse me?
I said, how are you doing this chaotic day?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Hold on. Hold on. Did you say your name was Steven?
Yeah.
Hold on, I recognize your voice. Your name isn't Steven.
I guarantee you it is.
Okay, yeah, I thought you were someone else. I thought you were Sheeb, and you were pretending to be someone else, because that would be funny. So where are you calling from, Steven?
I'm calling from Arizona.
I was just in Arizona a couple weeks ago. Whereabouts in Arizona?
The Phoenix area?
Okay, yeah, I was in Gold Canyon. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
How far away is that from you?
It's pretty far. It's a bit of a drive.
It's a bit of a drive, because, you know, I'm asking all these probing questions because I'm going to eventually want you to give me your exact address so people can stalk you. I'm totally kidding.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so what's your chaotic question?
My question is, what is your opinion of the new Heldrake and Forge Fiend, aesthetic-wise? How do you think they look?
Aesthetic-wise, this is my answer. Helldrakes, I don't like the look of them. I'm going to be honest. I think they're too mechanical looking. I was hoping that they were going to be half biological and organic and half mechanical, but they were like 100% mechanical, and I was disappointed. And to that, what I'm doing is I'm actually converting up a Heldrake so it is organic. So it's going to be a unique Heldrake, and he's going to be named, I tell ya. In the Forge Fiend, Mauler Fiend, I like the look of these guys. I think they look cool. I think they look devastating. I think they look scary. I think on the battlefield, for guys who don't know the stats, that see them coming up to them, they're going to be like, what is that? Like, tromping up to me. I have no idea what its stats are, but I'm afraid of it because it's got a big base. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You can use the Forge Fiend or the Mauler Fiend?
which one would I use?
Yeah.
I would definitely go, if I had to choose between the two, because they're both heavy support choices, I would choose the Forge Fiend in the back with ectoplasma cannons, and a third ectoplasma cannon, just not necessarily in the very back, because it's only 24-inch range, so I would be like mid-range up, right? And I would fire off those blast templates as long as possible. And you're going to survive because you got Demon and it will not die, so it's going to be hard for people to kill it. So, thank you for your question. That was good.
Yep.
I like it. So I'm going to let you go now, Steven, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Cool! I took my first call on a talk show. So this, it's not a talk show, it's a live broadcast. What am I talking about? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Alright, so, did you guys like that? Was that cool? Is taking a call cool? Should I take one more? What do you guys think? One more call? One more question? One more chaotic question? Okay, alright. You could scroll back, or you could just wait for me to type in the number again. 6860. 6860. There you go. Thank you, Amorthenius. Here we go. And remember, once I answer, don't call. Alright, I don't know what your name is yet, but I'm going to ask you to wait for other beeps that might come in, and I'm not hearing any beeps. So, what's your name, Wargamer?
Hi. I'm, Dwayne?
Dwayne?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And where are you calling from, Dwayne?
Utah.
Calling from Utah. I was also in Utah recently. You guys are like in the same house. You're playing a joke on me. Is that what's happening?
No.
No, I'm totally kidding. Okay, so what's your chaotic question, Dwayne?
Why don't you like to field dreadnoughts as often?
Dreadnoughts in the Chaos Army?
Yes.
The reason why I didn't, I say didn't because they've changed now, like to field dreadnoughts is because of the crazed rule. And yes, that adds an element of fluff and flavor, but I found that getting tickled in my own back twice wasn't a good feeling when the dreadnought was shooting me. So that's I didn't like the uncertainty of the chaos, ironically, because chaos is uncertain. But yeah, that's the reason why. However, I will definitely field this guy right here. I got a Hellbrute sitting right here in front of my desk, especially for you, Dwayne. This is the answer to the question. I'm going to field this guy, and I'm going to see how he fares on the battlefield, because he is a lot more reliable than the old Dreadnought. He really is. He's got good abilities. And, if I'm not mistaken, he's got... I'm just going to look this up so I'm not wrong. Look it up. Is he a demon? I'm asking you, Dwayne. Is he a demon? Is he a demon?
I'm not quite sure. I fought against him. He kicked my butt.
Okay, he's not a demon. But yeah, he can kick butt pretty bad because he's got good options now, and he's only 100 points.
About half my army.
Yeah, okay, that encourages me to really bring him then. That's a good choice, and that's definitely an option, seeing as that a lot of the elite choices can be turned into troops choices now. So you can certainly bring him in and have room for more elites if you choose. But yeah, he's 100 points now as opposed to 105 points. That was clarified in the errata. So you can save those 5 points for Meltabombs on one of your Chaos Champions. That's just, I'd like to throw that in there. But yeah, so one more question, Dwayne.
Why don't you make another Rejects episode?
Is that like you're asking me why I don't, or it would be a good idea if I did type of question?
Yeah, would you make another one?
Yes, I absolutely would make another one. And, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to ask this, okay? Ask the people, should I make a new Rejects movie? Yeah, that's, you know how long that would take? Like, that would be ridiculously fun and awesome, but it would just take a long time. Yes, should I do more?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you think of a line that you like? Who's your favorite character?
Yeah. I think Crucian is my favorite character.
Crucian is your... Oh, that's different, I must say, because he's not one of the obvious ones that you would say that people would like. Typically, it's either Captain Slaughter or it's Shaz. It's one of those two. But yeah.
Crucian makes me think of you a bit more so.
Because it's my voice? It's like, it's plain Dave voice? Is that why?
Oh, no, it's just the way you act and the way you act, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah? Okay, awesome. So, I'm going to end the phone call now. Thank you very much for calling me, Dwayne. And
No problem.
happy chaos. Alright. No more calls. Who said weird? Why is that weird? What are you talking about? What's weird? Yes, it was a bit? No more? No, no more right now. Okay, so I'm going to get back into my chair because... Oh, man. Okay. Alright. Knees, bad. Oh, knees, bad. Okay. I'm being overdramatic here. I don't actually hurt. No. Okay. Now, comes the part of giving this away. We're coming to a close of this broadcast. That's what I'm going to be doing right now, because as much as I'd like to go on forever doing the Shrine of Chaos, I need to eat some popcorn. And that's corn like the Chaos God, because that's the best type of popcorn. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask a question, and the first person in the chat, hey, let's not say things that are too bad here, okay? Let's keep this chat family friendly. I'm just going to say that in case there's kids on this chat. So, and I just glanced over, so I don't even know what's been being said this whole time. So, okay, I'm going to ask a question, and the first person to get it right is going to win this. Okay? It doesn't matter where you are, if you're in the UK, or you're in Canada, or you're in the States somewhere, Antarctica, it really doesn't matter. You're going to get a Forge Fiend in your face. That's just what's going to happen here. Okay? Now I got to think of the question. I'm thinking of a question. It's going to be a question that will make you think of the answer. It's not going to be obvious right away, because if it's obvious right away, then there'll be a floodgate of correct answers, and I'll just have to like scroll back and see who answered it right first, and it might get lost in the warp. So it's going to be a difficult question. It's going to be challenging. Really, what I should have done is written the question beforehand, but I don't like to prepare stuff so well, but because it's more fun when it's spontaneous. So it's going to be a chaos question, I'll tell you that right now. It's going to be chaos, okay? So, yep, I got the question, and it's going to be, here we go, I got it. And this is a good excuse to show off this guy. How many points is Abaddon the Despoiler? Okay, alright, stop. Stop typing. Stop typing. Okay, no more typing because someone said it first, right? Okay, okay. If you're typing, stop because someone said it already, so I just gotta go back and, oh, stop typing. Okay, thank you for writing that line. That was actually very useful. I like that. You're gonna... Man, that was so useful. I'm tempted to give you the prize, but unfortunately you sacrifice yourself to have other people answer the question, and so that's like a Tao thing to do for the greater good. Okay, Gangrel 767. You have the right answer. It's 265 points. So congratulations, Gangrel. These are for you. So I'm going to send these to you. What I would like you to do is email me. It's going to be, how can I do this? Hold on, I'm thinking about something here. Because you're going to have to prove that you're you. So, how do we do this so other people don't try to pretend like they're you? Any ideas here? Yeah, no, there's nothing. Actually, there is something. You can give me. Now, this is your choice here, okay? Because I'm going to ask you to give me an email in the chat here, so other people are going to see it, and I'm going to email you a question, and then you can respond to me back. Maybe it's like an email that you don't care that other people see, but yeah. So if you could email me in the chat. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's no. There you go. That's the obvious answer. Just private message. Oh man, I can't. Yeah, that's what happens when you're looking at stuff that's awesome around you. It makes you not think of obvious answers. So, yeah. Okay, private message me. Now, this is the part where we're very transparent and we're truthful about things, okay? How does private messaging work on Justin.tv? How does that work? Okay, go ahead. Okay, I'm looking right now. Videos home. Does it work? Click on his name. Does that work? Okay. Yeah. Good eye, Dave? Did you just say good eye? Okay, so... Okay, the winner, I'm asking you to type anything right now so that your name pops up so I can click on your name. Because I already forget your name. Waiting. Waiting. Anything. I want to give this to you. You're making it hard for me to give it to you. Come on. Just type anything. Where is your name? I don't see it. It's not popping up. Can you type something, please? You're going to have to type something. If you don't type something in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to have to give it to somebody else because I don't know where you are. I forget your name already. Did the chat, like, stop? Okay, somebody type anything so I know that this is still going. How come this isn't working? True transparency right now. Yeah. I think yeah, I think that you know what? Hold on. This might be you. I have a feeling that this is you. You know what? Jordan answered that. So if he brings us back here and you are the person that won, then I know that. Yeah, he's coming. I can hear the footsteps.
The name of the winner, I just wanted to let him know. It's not me, but I have the guy's name.
Oh, you do have the guy's name?
Yes.
Okay, Okay, hold on. I am going to write his name down because I can't remember it. What is it? Okay, thank you very much, anonymous caller. Stephen from before. Okay, could you do me a favor and type in the chat right now because no one seems to be typing anything, and that leads me to believe that the chat is not working. Okay, there's no one talking for me, so that's not good because yeah, hold on. I was going to type something. There you go. Okay, so did you see what I just typed? Oh, that is weird. Alright, so I'm going to let you go, Stephen. Thank you very much for giving me this person's name. Awesome, thank you. Bye. Okay, my chat's not working, guys. So, yeah. But I do have your name, Gangrel. So, you know, I got it, Jordan! Any more Gamer Dave here? Okay, awesome. I'm going to trust that you're Gangrel because I don't think someone else. Okay, alright, so this is Gangrel, everybody. He's on the phone with me. You know, I'm going to put you on speakerphone.
Yeah, we'll pause the video so I don't get myself confused here.
Okay, awesome. Did you say pause the video?
Yeah, I paused the feedback of the video, otherwise I hear you talking on the phone and then I hear...
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah. It's like calling into a radio show and trying to hear yourself on the radio. It just doesn't work. Okay, so, you know what? For this part, I'm going to get you to give me your email where I can email you to make sure you are you. Yep. Oh, easy. Easy pie. Okay, awesome. So, I'm going to email you, and then in the response email, just email me your address so I can send this awesomeness to you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and I'm going to let you go now. Have a happy, chaotic day. You're welcome. Alright, that's how we do it from now on. Okay? I'm going to trust that that was you. I think it's you. I think everyone here in the Shrine of Chaos, they're honest enough to not pretend like they're you, so let's go with that. Okay? And, yeah. Unless you're Zinch and you're changing things constantly, that's a whole other story. So, thank you very much, Wargamers, for joining me. Here, watch this. I'm going to make this all pretty. Okay, so it's going to be here. And it's going to be over here. Okay, so we're going to cover that. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, look at that. See? Shrine of Chaos. Right there. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. Okay, that does it. There we go. Okay, that's up there, so it doesn't fall. Okay, there you go. All right. Shrine of Chaos, right in front of us. Thank you very much for joining me on this first broadcast of the Shrine of Chaos. And you know what? In future broadcasts, I might even do some fancy stuff where I write out segments on pieces of paper and I throw them in front of the camera when I'm doing the segment at the beginning of the segment, just so you know what I'm doing at the time that I'm doing it. Was that clear as a pie plate from Defi? Was that clear? Yeah, because that's about as polished and professional that I would like these to be. Because all I care about is just talking about chaos. That's all I want to do. Yep. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm just going to do this because, yeah. Yeah. So, the best way to eat chocolate is to do it with an old man voice. You got to go like, where are you from? James, you gave these to me, right? Where are you from? Because these Eatmores are serious Eatmores. They're not the skimpy Eatmores that are here, because here they aren't good. But this is like the real deal. This is good stuff. Yeah. A little bit of chocolate's good sometimes. Chocolate is happy food, especially when it's chaotic chocolate. And it's sent with an Ask a Wargamer package wrapped around it. Oh yeah, by the way, if you wish to send me a package in the mail that you would like me to open on video, please send it to, you're going to have to write this down because my chat's not working here right now. I tried it and no one seems to see it, so get ready. It could be just a letter. It doesn't have to be a package. It could be just like a letter if you want me to read it and ask the Wargamer. But send it to 411 East Main Street, Welland, Ontario, Canada, L3B3X3. Yeah. How do you spell Welland? W-E-L-L-A-N-D. That's how you spell it, just in case you're wondering. So, yeah. And if you don't know, if you didn't catch that and you're too lazy to rewind the video, because I'm going to be posting this on the site later after, then you can get the address off of the tab up top where it says local club. You click on that tab, then it goes down to our address, and that will give you the address to send the package to. Yes. I'm going to have to just pick this up again because this is just making people very happy. So, yeah. Good stuff. I like it. Okay. Awesome. So, that's it. I'm going to hit stop now, even though I don't want to. But you can't have too much of a good thing, because if you do, then you're going to get fat like Papa Nurgle, and you'll get sores and pustules and blisters all over the place. And people don't like that when it's happening around them. They might like to see it happen from afar, but that's a different story. Total other chaotic story there. This is good chocolate. Oh, I gotta do it like the old man. That just means that you're enjoying it so much. Like, that's just what you gotta do. Yeah. Scarecrow, thank you very much for joining. I'm laughing because I'm saying it like you're sitting here right beside me and then you were just part of this broadcast. Which, in essence, that's what it felt like. It felt like you were here. I feel like you too, Dan, and who else was on the chat that I saw? I don't know. But for future reference, if you plan on doing a live broadcast, don't toggle between the chat and the sharing tabs because it messes up the chat tab. And it makes it so you can't chat any longer or see the chat go up. So that's what's happening to me right now. And I feel like I am totally disconnected. It's not a good feeling to be disconnected. Okay, I'm going to legitimately shut this off now. Thank you very much, and happy wargaming.